Okay, there's no reason to be waiting for nothing. I got nothing to wait for. So I'm just gonna show up. Not waiting for anything. Literally today I'm just hanging out. I'm changing my guitar strings, especially in this one, because yesterday when I was trying to do my high gain tone, I wanted to use this guitar. Wait. I'm being so mean. What's up? I see that there's a few people here. How are you, my friends? 3 of you in the chat. That's crazy. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. As you can tell, my voice is still not recovered. I've had, when you have kids, you cannot get away with it and you get sick every week. But feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking. But my voice still sounds terrible. But so what we're going to be doing today is we're changing the strings. Like I was saying, I was trying to use this guitar yesterday for my high gain video. And I just couldn't keep it in tune. Every chord was just like, so I was just like, I'm not going to put a video with this kind of sound. You know what I mean? It's just like so annoying. So today I'm going to be changing the strings. Hopefully I get some time to do something a little bit that I consider more important, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do it today particularly. But in my main driver, my PRS 2408, my PRS SC Custom 2408, since I changed my pickups to like the American ones, I've been having this issue that the American pickups are like a little bit shallower than the Indonesian versions are. So there's a lot of space between the pickup and the bottom of the guitar, I guess, the cavity. So I bought this like foam insert. Let me go get it real quick. And this is the guitar. Let's go here. Yeah, you should see that. Let's go. Yeah, okay, so like I'm saying, I got this insert. Let me find it. This insert right here from Fender. And I'm having issues in my OBS. I have no clue what I'm doing. Whatever. Hello. 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 Is everything okay in the stream, guys? Do you see everything okay? My computer is going crazy. Okay, it seems like everything is fine, but my computer is going crazy right now. That is crazy. Anyway, so I have these inserts, right, that I got from Fender, and I want to say that these are for like a Jazzmaster or whatever. Let's see if it says it somewhere here. No, it just says like weather strip. But I kind of want to say that these are either meant for like a Jazzmaster or Jaguar, or even maybe for the precision bass. It's meant to go underneath the pickups. So that's what I would really like to do with my PRS, which would mean I would have to change the strings because I don't have the lock-in tuners in that one. So that will take me a little bit more time. And then, of course, I have to take the pickups out and everything and then do all these things. But it's in my mind, and I hope I get to do it one of these days. Definitely going to do it in stream because there's no point in doing it by myself. Oh, Kyle Buck says that it was looking great and then it's frozen. And now I'm moving. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Everything was like, all of a sudden my computer got crazy. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know if it's that my OBS made the executive decision to start recording the stream, and that's why my computer is like not having a good time there. But whatever that would be, thank you for letting me know, my man. I appreciate you tons. And I want to say that I've seen you a lot in stream. Like almost every time that I stream, not every time, but a bunch of the times that I've streamed, I've seen you in the comments. I appreciate you a lot, my friend, for being here. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I hope that I got more time than that, but if not, I'm just going to change the strings for sure. And I'm going to do a no-no. I would not recommend you doing what I'm going to do right now, but I have this set of strings. It's a 7-string set, and I'm going to use it on this 6th string. But what the no-no is that I've had this set actually open for like a while now. So these strings have been actually exposed to the elements for a while. But I just don't want to like throw them in the trash. I feel so bad. These freaking Paradigm strings are so expensive that I feel so bad. And so I'm just going to put them on the guitar as like maybe like an experiment, and hopefully they're going to work out just fine. But in the case they don't, well, then I'll change them, whatever. But for now, I'm going to save a buck or two, you know what I mean? As much as I can, because I have several guitars and I have to change all my strings in all of them. And we're looking at a lot of money and I don't want to spend more than I need to. So if this works, I'm going to be super happy. Let's see what's up. Okay, I'm going to change up to this angle right here so you guys can see the guitar as it's coming undone, so to speak. And luckily, because this is on the locking tuners, this is going to be pretty easy to do. So I'm not even going to need like a winder or anything like that. So let's go. Oh, there's my friend Doug. What's up, my brother? What's up, JL? Notice you were live. Figure I'd see what's up with the agenda this evening. Well, not much, my friend. Nothing that you would probably benefit too much other than maybe we can crack a few jokes and stuff, but I'm just changing strings. Very, very simple today. But thank you for dropping by anyway, my brother. I hope you've seen the last couple of videos I've done. I still owe you one video that you asked me to do it. I'm going to try to do it. I just need to like brush up on my licks because my guitar licks, because you want to do like that fusion solo in like a single coil pickup, and I'm going to do it. It's in my radar. I just need a couple licks that I can play because I don't know if the sound is going to be right if I don't have a couple licks, you know what I mean, that are right. So as soon as I get those down, I'm going to make a video, I promise, my brother. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Oh, let me get my winder, actually. Where are you, my winder? Oh. Yep, there we go. Luckily, because this guitar has all the tuners in the same position, like you don't get confused, right? Like the same, you spin everything at the same direction. Is that like when you have like a 3 on the side headstock, right? That as soon as you change the headstock, you have to start spinning like backward instead. Dwarfton, how are you, my friend? How are you? How are you? My brother Doug says, thank you, brother. So far, I've been using solo and I turned up the other day. I believe it's one from the Satch collection. Nice. Friend Jordan says he's doing good. Jordan, you're from the Netherlands, right? Or Germany? Is this a Schecter? This is a Charvel. It's a Charvel Pro Mod Style 2. I just call it the Super Telly. They're pretty good. They have a few fails. But it's overall a pretty good guitar. I just can't get, I just deny the sound of it. It's very hard for me. I hardly ever use it in like a proper context. I use it just basically to like play around the house. And, you know, and of course it suffered because since I lay it around, like my kids have dropped it and stuff. It's too much guitar for that. But anyway, it's a great guitar. It sounds good, I guess, if you really try to make it sound good. But amongst all my other guitars, I had this issue with it. Like every time I try to use it, nothing sounds good because my rig is like set up for all my other guitars and they all like live in like kind of like the same space because they're all like passive pickups, and most of them are like maybe aiming, I guess, for like similar like a vintage sound. And there's these super modern V's with like 20K ohm pickups. It just like messes my whole setup up, and I don't know. It's just I have to really want to make it sound good for it to sound good. Let's see what else we have here. First look, it looked like a GNL. Says Jordan, Germany. Okay, yeah. You know why I have that problem, Jordan? I know who you are. I always remember you really clearly. But you know, in English, like they say Dutch and Dutch, Dutch for German and Dutch for like Netherlands people. So I'm just like, oop. And I don't know if people people from the Netherlands like to be called from the Netherlands or they prefer Holland. I try to be like PC about all that stuff, and I hope I can be. So I'm going to try to remember that you are Jordan from Germany. Thank you, my brother. I also sent 3 guitars back this week. Wow, 3 guitars from Charvel. Wow, it's crazy. You were looking for a Telecaster. Yeah, Telecasters are sick. I want another one, but right now it's not in my budget. I have it like the dream that I want to have a like a little collection where I have like a white guitar, a blue guitar, and a red guitar for like when the 4th of July comes along, and I can make like nice little patriotic videos and all that stuff. You know, little dumb things that guitar players do to buy more guitars. But right now, my Telly is just such a great sound. I really got lucky with that one. And this is just honestly, I just really wanted to have a metal guitar, even though I don't use it too much. And sorry, I didn't read. My friend Doug here says that it's called DC Solo and that I should check it out. I'm gonna check it out for sure. There you go. I love this comment. Drifton, you're bringing a great subject. I've had this in my head for a long time right now. Playing my PRS CE24 US semi-hollow, everything feels like a piece of rough wood in my hands. I'm gonna give you the whole man. You are absolutely correct because I feel the exact same way. And even though I don't have a USA PRS yet, definitely it's on my radar, and I know that at some point I'm gonna have to get one because I just really vibe with PRS. Now that I started buying guitars like a few years ago, and now that I tried a bunch and like that I had them in the studio and get the time to compare them and see what's good or what's bad and all these things, right? And then I go to my friends' studios or whatever, and they all have their own guitars. Most of them have like vintage stuff. And then I come back to my sort of humble, if you want to say humble, PRS SE, because my collection, not my collection, but my guitars, the PRS is the cheapest guitar that I own. And it turns out that that's the guitar that I use the most, which is to me super incredible. And a lot of that, of course, yeah, I changed the pickups, and that makes a lot of sense because for the studio, I really need that great sound. But the reason why I end up using the guitar the most is just because it just feels great in my hands. So, of course, I want to try a PRS USA now because now that I know that this guitar is so good, I just keep thinking a PRS USA has to be just wetter, way better, you know? And I can't believe that guitar. I pay like $900 for it. Really, really good price. And then Jordan says, let's see what's, I got lost here in the chat. Got to run, Doug says, good seeing you. I'll catch you soon. Feel better soon. Thank you, my brother, Doug. I appreciate you, man. You're always the most important guy on the internet. I love you, man. Have a great day. I had a Felder Ultra Strat. Sold it because of the PRS. I love PRS white fat neck myself, says Nicolas Aragon. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. That I feel like PRS, in my opinion, when you just really, really think about it, they made the best budget guitars, in my opinion. Not just the PRS SC version, right? Because, yeah, they do. Even like, because I've heard like the PRS CE24, like the cheapest, which is like $500. I've heard people just saying like, yeah, it's just like a PRS SC, which is a great guitar. So that's awesome. And then, of course, they have a little bit more expensive, like the one I have. And then they have the PRS S2, which now with all the USA pickups and everything, it's just like such a great value proposition, right? Like the other day I make a video saying how buying a PRS right now, it's the same price as buying a Strat. and or even worse, the other day I made the Epiphone video. So that means that now buying a PRS S2 made in the US, US pickups, US wiring, US everything, which allegedly should be like the most expensive because in America, hand labor is so expensive. And then they come with these Chinese guitars and they're more expensive than the PRS S2. So PRS is the best budget guitar all of a sudden, right? Even though they make $20,000 guitars too. Again, love PRS. Vixie Benjamin, what's up, my man? I see that you changed your thumbnail, dude. I like that one. And then my friend Bang Faith, what's up, my brother? Good to see you again. PRS US white thing neck is so good. Yeah, I can't wait to try some more PRS. At least I know right now. I discovered myself. I used to feel like I'm a Fender kind of guy, and I am. I really like Fender more than anything because like the sound of a Fender guitarist, it's like so, you cannot miss it. through history, like all the guitar players like that play strats have been like so amazing that you just cannot just get out of that mind space. You know, you get that Hendrix vibe, you get that SRV vibe. You know, it's so cool. I just love the strat, you know, and I love like the funky rhythm. So that's kind of like my thing. And of course I love Gibson because I love how a Gibson looks. I'm in love with like a Gibson Les Paul and like a Dirty Lemon look. That to me is like the holy grail. I definitely at some point in my life, whoa, my cameras are overheating. Even at 1080. Oh no, that one is not 1080. Could I change it on the fly? Let's see. Ooh, where's the remote? Let's see. Oh, it worked, but it's still hot. Hopefully it works. It sort of worked. It didn't work for you guys. Oh, it did work. Nice. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then the PRS feels and plays like a Strat because the bolt-on maple. Yeah, I can see that definitely. I would like to try one, but my wow, Livio Fraschetti. Sorry, I know I'm butchering your last name, bro. Hello from Italy. Nice. I think you might be the first person from Italy here in the chat. I'm really thankful for you telling me that. Nothing wrong with some lo-fi cameras or music, right? Actually, I have some music here that it's let me see if we hear anything. Maybe a little too loud. Let's see. Just that we're not bored, right? There we go. Vibes, right? Yeah, I had this ready. I hope it's actually copyright free. It says copyright free, but because I don't want to get like hit by the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, yeah, I feel that same thing about PRS. I am so distracted. But yeah, I do feel that. I cannot believe that what I used to think that it was like the most expensive, all right, guitars for lawyers or doctors or like blues lawyers. They make the best budget guitar. That's kind of crazy to me. It's really crazy. In Europe, then you said that you sold your Ultra. I love my Ultra, man. I really have come to love that one. I'm so attached to the Ultra. The 5th and 4th position cool split. In the PRS, I prefer to the Thunder Ultra. I can see that. I want to have one of those PRS Custom 24 because I love the presets that they choose. I really want to have a PRS USA. Man, you're killing me right now with gas. I've been fighting gas like so well. I even turned down like a really good opportunity, like a really good business opportunity. Buying a nice guitar. But I was just thinking, man, well, first and foremost, it wasn't a PRS, and that made me feel like, do I really want to spend money on a guitar that is not a PRS? Right? That was my first thought or inclination. Wow, this guitar is gunky. Ew. But then I'm buying the guitar because I was getting like employee discount, right? So I could have gotten like a $3,500 guitar for like $1,200, right? Something like that. And it would have been great. But then I was just thinking, I don't really want to. I need to fight gas. I need to wait. I need to save some money until I can get like a nice PRS USA. And now you're killing me here talking about that. You gotta get the semi-hollow version. Yeah, I agree with you. But PRS, it's like so smart because right now, if you notice, what they did with their new... Sorry, I'm going to change this camera because I'm going out of focus. If you see what they did with their new series, basically they made it so that they're not sharing components between series. So, for example, I already own a PRS like a 2408, and now that they are putting different pickups on the S2 2408, that means that I have the same guitar, I feel like, yeah, I can still get that one because it's totally different, which is crazy. That to me is genius marketing. That to me is genius. Make sure that even the person that already has your guitar can get some value out of buying the new guitar. That to me is exactly how you do it, because you already know that the person who bought the first guitar already likes the company. And if you don't repeat yourself, then that person wants to buy another thing, you know? Or that's what I think. That's what I think. Yeah. I never thought today that I was gonna need something to like really scrub this fretboard hard, but wow, it's extremely gunky. And I have nothing to scrape this gunk with. You would think that you have like clean hands, right? But you don't. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. And it's pretty uniform. Like I literally had gunk from fret 1 literally all the way down the neck. That's crazy. And did you see that I practice everywhere? Or try to practice. And if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm just doing a tiny little bit of the F1 oil from Music Nomad. In this like microfiber cloth thingy, right? And literally just to clean it. I don't want to like get it all wet or anything like that. I just want to clean the fretboard a little bit. Wow, I'm really thinking I'm going to need like some sort of like a card or something to clean this thing. Really dirty. Like a little, I know Music Nomad sells that little brush that has like a couple edges for you to push all these gunk out. That's probably what I need. I like the Music Nomad stuff, even though everything is like a little bit like sort of like what do you say when you like just use something for a while and then you throw it away? They're like sort of like disposable things, I feel, because everything's like plasticky. I have like that octopus screwdriver, and yeah, it's a great idea to have all the tools in one, but then of course as soon as you start using the whatever, that hex thing, you start having all these issues because it's a piece of plastic and you're literally twisting knobs that are made of metal with a plastic thing, you know? So of course gets the short end of the stick. So of course you have to buy one after that. But if you don't use them too often, maybe, or if you don't have like 8 guitars and basses and acoustics and everything, I'm not complaining. But this is a good thing to learn how to do, friends. And I forced myself to learn how to do all these like techie work, because when you think about it, I mean, it's a lot of work. I'm not recommending anybody to do this, but when you think about it, if you don't have the budget to like bring it to the luthier, I don't know, or your guitar tech, you're gonna have to bring it like at least once a year, right? And every guitar is gonna cost you maybe like $100. You know what I mean? So not everybody has like a couple thousand. If you already spent all that money in your guitars, you don't have all that money left, unless maybe you do. Maybe you are rich. If you are rich, my friend, let me know in the comments. And if you are rich, drop some drop a fat $500 tip or something if you're rich. But for all of us who are not rich, it's very hard to be paying a guitar tech every time you need this done for your guitars. And then you invest all this money in their guitars, and then you don't take care of them, so they don't play the way they should. So then why did you even waste the money on them? Jordan asks if these are jumbo frets. These are bigger than jumbo frets. These are jumbo frets. They have to be the extra jumbo. You know what? I'm gonna try to use this thing. Wait, I have a cheaper one somewhere here. See if that works. Do I? Oh, I do not. So yeah, I'm gonna have to use that one. because this is like ridiculous. I'm like scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and nothing's coming out. But now I know for next time I'm gonna have to have something else to help me with this. This was a good opportunity to learn that my guitars are way dirtier than I ever could have imagined. So dirty, wow. It looks like I did it like for fun. Let's see if I can show you in the camera. Like, it's like, no, it's like so uncomfortable. Like the finger marks all along the fretboard. It's just like gunk. Horrible. Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. If my wife was watching this, she would be like appalled of how dirty this is. She's like super clean and neat. I'm gonna try to use this, see if it works. I'm just afraid to hurt my fretboard, right? No, it's working beautiful. Let's get back to this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I mean, this is not the perfect way to do it, but it's working. The gunk is coming out. Beautiful. Am I scratching my fretboard? Maybe. Oh, right now I certainly did. And I know exactly what I did wrong, so I'm not gonna do it again. But of course now I'm an idiot and I did it. Not rich, but having 5 guitars and keep avoiding myself to as much as I can so I can buy another guitar. There you go. That's what I'm saying. In Germany, yeah, expensive luthiers. And I'm telling you, here in America too. That was the same thing that my mentor used to have the issue. He had a huge guitar collection. I'm telling you, that guy had so many guitars, it was like dumb. Not that he was dumb, but it like so many guitars. And it was like a revolving door. He would get more all the time, and somebody would come pick him up. It was like a bunch of guitars, but he couldn't service them all. So after a couple, I don't know, months or whatever, they started like falling out of tune. And then, we were working with this like very like AAA artists and whatever, and he will bust out a guitar that is like not properly set up. And the artist would be like, do I really need to use this guitar, or can I just use mine? Fret leveling and crowning is 15 euros. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that is something that you can definitely do at home with the right tools. And I feel like if you own enough guitars, it sort of like pay itself, to be honest. I still haven't made up my whole like guitar repair set or kit. There's a few things that I still have missing that I need. Like, for example, what we just realized that I need, like maybe to have like some sort of like a Gillette or something next time. And I don't have anything to like level the crowns or anything that level the frets or stuff, because I don't feel like I need to do that yet. But when I do, I will. But it makes sense to do it because, so many years you're going to live with these guitars and you're going to have to do it so many times. Yeah, one fret, 15 euros. That's what I'm saying. It's insanity. So, wow, you have to pay. You basically buy another guitar with just one guitar that you need to... Yeah, that's the thing. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, life is getting very expensive. Feel like ever since the pandemic, and this is not political, but it is like socio-economical. Feel like ever since the pandemic and like people, like first they started saying about inflation and blah blah blah, and so it's like all the companies, not guitar companies, everything, toilet paper, you name it, they started like they made the decisions that, okay, let's see how much we can price gauge And if people keep paying, we keep going up, and that's it. And that's what I've been looking at. And of course, like all these people that do work with their hands, like guitar techs, they need to charge more because life is more expensive. But man, to the point that it's like the same price as buying a new guitar, that's kind of like extreme. Wow, these few frets that I did with the little scrapey, they look so much better. Wow. Very nice. Makes me like this guitar now. But I have so many more to go. But here we go. Luckily, there are really good video tutorials on how to get yourself into very basic luthier tech. Yeah, I agree with that, my brother. I really do. I feel like the bigger problem when you're starting is just that you're slow. Like, as you see me right now, I'm way slower than a guitar tech would be. But whatever. I already decided that I was going to spend this time here on the live stream with you guys, hanging out. And that's why I like to do it here in the live stream, because if I was by myself doing all this, I don't know, maybe I would have just put the guitar strings and think, whatever, I'll do the gong some other day. But you guys were here watching me, and I don't want to be a dirty guy. You know what I mean? So I enjoy coming here in live and just hanging out with you guys and doing this. So it makes sense for me to learn these little thingies. And then I feel like you appreciate the guitar differently, right? When you do these things. What do you guys think? Do you, I'm not gonna say need to learn how to do these things, but isn't it really helpful? Like, I feel like I appreciate my guitars a lot more just by doing this. And then of course it's easier to, like, if you have any issues, it's like at least maybe like diagnostic. You can do some things, like you can figure out a few things that you might need to replace or whatever, and maybe you can, like, at least gauge if you can or cannot do it yourself, and if you need to hire somebody. Therefore, Mondays as bear. Yeah, that's right. Mondays are best for slow luthering around. That's right, my brother. That's right. That's what we are doing right here. We are definitely gonna get this guitar done. I'm thankful that I'm doing all this. I wish I was doing it for one of my most used guitars, but whatever. I was gonna sell this guitar at some point, but I made the decision that whatever, I'm just gonna keep it for as long as I can, because it's great to play on. Like, I really love the fret job. It's very nice. The fretboard feels really nice. It has a big flaw that sort of like makes me not love it, which is that there's a problem with the neck or the bridge or the nut or whatever it is. It could be any of those things. I'm not saying that I don't know. It could be any of those things. That makes that the high E keeps falling off the fretboard. Like almost anything I play, that high E would just bling, 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 go down. Some people say I need to check the tilt in my neck. Some other people said that I need to move my nut, which kind of like sort of seems like it could be, I don't know. And then some other people say that I just need to unscrew the neck and screw it back on, and that will fix it. And just like hold it in a weird way. Oh wait, I already said that. And then the other one is like somebody said that the spacing of my bridge is not right, so maybe when I put my strings, they set to force it to the other side. But I don't see how it make any sense. But whatever. Is everything coming through okay over here? How you guys doing? You see that? Wow, it's 6 of you now. Nice. My friend 667DPB says, I started doing fret dressing myself about 2 years ago. Getting scratchy frets shiny again and getting her playable back to shape again is super rewarding. I can definitely see that, my friend. I the other day I got a great deal on one of those like rotating, what do you call those? Like, what do you know what I mean? When those little things that spin, and I bought a couple of heads so I can do that with my frets too. I'm gonna do that one of these days too. But yeah, I can see how that can be super rewarding. Right now, none of my guitars are super polished because they are basically, however they're polishing came from like factory, so they are all calling for it. I'm sure the day I do it, I'm gonna be like, whoa, night and day. Very nice. Dremel tool. There you go, my friend. Thank you. That's exactly what I was trying to say. And then Jordan says, any kind of good recommendations for a Telecaster with single coils and a thin satin neck? Not C, more of a modern D. That's a problem there. An Ultra. But I feel depending on what you want, right? All those things are so hard. I noticed like recommendations for guitars because everybody values things differently. I like doing the fret polishing by hand. Yeah, I can see that. He says that he feels like it's a little bit meditative. I can believe that. Like even this, just doing this right now, I'm having a lot of fun. But again, I feel like the fun I'm having is because you guys are here. Because if not, I would be bored. But I'm so happy getting rid of all these gunk on my fretboard because honestly, I was to a point that I was starting to think that, oh, I guess this guitar, you know, just because all the thin finishes it has, I thought it was starting to like age because sometimes you go to like the custom shop and you see like the Strats and the Fender and the whatever, the Tellys with like all these like, it's not gunk, it's just like wear of the fretboard and you see like the little finger marks. So my ignorant self was thinking that that's sort of like what was happening here. I was like, wow, it's like aging so quickly. But no, dirty fingers over here. It had the freaking fretboard all dirty. Poor fretboard. That's crazy. But we're getting it all sorted. Little by little. I definitely see big difference. I'm thankful that I'm doing all this right now. Bing, bing, bing. The Ultra Telecaster is a candidate. Yeah, 2,400 euros. But my dude, it's very hard for you guys to buy off of Reverb. And even if you do, then VAT is going to kill you anyway. Because let me tell you, here in America, maybe if you come for like a travel or something or have family here, the Ultras, sometimes you can get it for even like maybe 1,100, 1,200 bucks. If you play your cards right. I've seen a few, and if I had the money, I would have pounced because there's a few Ultras that, let's say I would like to have like a sunbursty kind of Strat. Let me get to the other camera real quick. I would like to have like a sunbursty kind of Strat. And I was thinking that maybe an Ultra would have been the trick. And they were so cheap. But of course, I didn't have the exact money at the moment. And I didn't want to like even lowball that person even more. You know, I already know that they're already doing the best they can to give you a great deal. So I'm not going to call out for even better one. I know that we all have the same problems. But I've seen Ultras for 1,200 bucks. I want to say almost every week. If I look for them, I find them. So if you have somebody here in the US, my friend, I would recommend you buying maybe a used one. Save a few bucks. Most people treat their guitars nicely. And most of the people that are selling them, it's because they made the wrong decision. Maybe they wanted a modern guitar and they got like a vintagey one, or be a vice versa. So it's usually a good way to buy here. But I'm telling you, I don't think I will ever be buying a brand new Strat or Tele, or even like Jazzmaster or any Fender, to be honest, because it's just like the prices are such a joke when you go live, when you go to like people that are selling like used guitars. But of course you have to know guitars a little bit so you can make sure that you're not buying something that is like destroyed or anything. Jordan, did you take a look at Chapman? Oh wow, yeah, that's a great idea actually. I never tried Chapman's though. Be very thin, not like a wizard. So I like that you say that it's not like a wizard, because that might be that it might be thin in the good way. Then $1,200 for an ultra. Yes, sir. $1,200. I'm telling you. I was looking at eBay, Reaver, blah blah blah. The cheapest is 1,900. Now I bet you right now I go and look for it and look for one. I might have one even on my on my save right now, because I always like save stuff. Let me see. In my favorites. Let's see if I have any ultras in it right now. Right now, for example, I have a 50 standard that has a top, like a custom shop. I'm waiting to see if the guy drops the price a little bit. Let's see. Now that you say that, Jordan, maybe next time I find an ultra for cheap like that, I'm gonna post it in my channel. So maybe if you see it, then you can go pounds. Oh yeah, of course. All the ones I had, they're not there anymore. Of course, you buy them, but they're cheap, right? Same thing with Silver Skies. I've seen Silver Skies for $1,500. USA Silver Skies. And even CE24s, American CE24s. See, for example, the other day I put right here on my phone, Jazzmaster Ultra, $1,400. Look, a CE24, $1,300. But of course, I assume that as soon as you're in America and in the UK, look, Silver Sky, $1,600. Let's put standard faded, okay? $1,650. No neck repair, no nothing. These are just like things that all of a sudden happen. Okay. Ultra HSS, look, $1,300. And I bet you that that's the asking price, but the guy sold it for $1,200. Okay? Or I don't know, $50 less than that. Even like the CME and like purple with the ebony, $1,600. And then again, I bet you it sold for less because I've seen them go for less. Again, this one, the purple telly, the ultra telly, limited edition for $1,600. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think I'm gonna buy any more fenders, any brand new fenders. Another Silver Sky, $1,600. Looks this CE24 for $1,200. Okay, I've seen that Cory Wong, another $1,700. Silver Sky. I've seen that Cory Wong going for $1,100. Oh, look at this classic! I was just talking about it. Here it is. The Cory Wong Ultra kinda Strat for $1,200, and these are from the shop. Look, the Silver Sky SE for $500, but I think that's whatever. That's not a good deal. I just put that one there because it's refinished. Again, another Cory Wong for $1,200. I'm telling you, man. If you go down the rabbit hole like I like to do, I like to do this every single day of my life. Look, I found a CE24 semi-hollow, $1,700. Yeah, I mean, as soon as you start looking for these deals, oh, okay, another Ultra Strat, $1,200, HSS. You know what I mean? You can sell that, you know what I mean? Look, yeah, since the pandemic, guitars got pretty crazy in Germany, especially during the end of it. Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh, you're from Germany too? DPB. Yeah, ultras are high. It makes sense. All the brands have higher prices here in Europe, not only guitars, Apple products. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Everything American makes sense that it's more expensive in Europe. Yeah, and then yeah, U.S. prices. That's the thing. That U.S. prices they don't have tax. And then like say if you live in a place like I live, your tax is almost like 11%. So there you go. Or even more, maybe like 12 because there's city tax, there's state tax. You know, there's always tax when you buy, tax when you sell, tax when you play, tax when you don't. That's how it is. Oh no, but if you're a big corporation, you pay $700 in tax because all you got is loopholes everywhere. But if you're just a regular average Joe, you pay thousands in tax every year. And the more you make, the more you pay. Unless you get smart with money and start doing mogul moves. With mogul moves, it's just basically if you start playing the system. Because the system is made from rich people. You know, the rich people are making the laws. So they make laws that help them. So when you get rich, they help you too. They say America's a great place to be rich and a terrible place to be poor. And I agree with that. Yeah, you guys are in Europe, it's so hard. 19% in Germany. Yeah, that's crazy. And import tax. No, yeah, you were destroyed. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would only make sense if you have like a friend here in America or somebody that is coming to visit you, like an auntie or whatever. In most countries, have something in the tax realm that if somebody brings you a present or whatever like that, they don't tax you. But you can only use that, let's say, once every, depending on the country that you live in, it would be once every like couple years or once every 5 years or whatever like that. So maybe something like that would work for you. That's why I was mentioning the reverb situation. Just in that case, I know that if you have to do all duties and stuff, yeah, it's just even worse. Nothing is gonna be better than the dealership in that case. But if you can get like a little loophole like there, it'd be great. Ooh, Japan Telecaster. I like those Japanese Telecasters. I saw a blue one that I fell in love with for a long time, and it was very cheap. But you know how it is, guitar falling in love with. You're like, oh, that's nice. It's such a good deal. But then I have a pretty okay telly here at the studio, and I like it so much, and the pickups are really really good. So every time it's like, I mean, I have this other one here. Why would I buy another one? You know, and I don't really need like a telly sound too much, even though as great as tellies are. In my situation, I don't like usually have to do like very guitar oriented music that it's like, oh, the guitar is like the main stage or I don't do like solos. But when I do, I bust my telly. That's hilarious. I was listening the other day. I went to a live show. One of my great friends and artists was having a great show here in the city. So I, of course, had to go to see him. And I went to check it out. And one of my songs played on his set. And then there was a guitar solo. And the guitar solo I played with my telly. So it was phenomenal. So it just cuts through so good, you know? It's just so perfect. There are new ones out now. Yeah. I need to do another dive in and see what's around that side of the pond. It's just hard for us here to get like stuff from Japan. It's like right now it's like very, it turned out into like a hip thing, you know? Like it used to be like when you wanted to get something like a budget kind of guitar, you would turn to like Japanese market. And sometimes you would have a way to get them here, but now it's just so expensive. Because it's like people are selling Japanese instruments like where they used to sell it with an undercharge because they were Japanese, now they sell it to you with an upcharge because they're Japanese. And I get it, yeah, they're great guitars. I'm not taking anything from anyone. I'm just saying, it's hard when you have to retrain yourself about pricing and understand that things are different, that brands are different, that everybody's charging differently. But, you know, my salary's the same, so. I mean, I don't have a salary, but what I'm saying is I can make the same amount of money, basically. yeah, some people tell me those kind of things like, oh, the music producer, you should always like try to keep up with inflation and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't know, it feels weird because when you charge like somebody a couple of years ago, let's say, I don't know, I'm not gonna reveal my prices, but let's say when you charge whatever your manager decides to charge somebody, and then what, they come like in a couple of years and you're charging more, I feel like people get like hurt, you know, like, wait, I thought we had a relationship going, like, hey, you know, because when you work with artists, dude, like, it's true, it's a business and all, but you need to remember it's music, so we're all just like having fun and being friends, and honestly, like, a lot of artists, they're really nice, friendly people. Very few that I interface with are not. So you all end up becoming friends, right? And that's why you need managers, because if not, you end up treating everybody like a friend in the business. And so, but everybody is basically your friend, you know? So I feel like if you're like, oh yeah, next song we make, we better make 6 songs right now, because next time you come, I'm gonna charge you $300 more. So, you know what I mean? It's so dumb. It feels so dumb to me. But that's why I'm in the artistic side of things and not in the fiscal or accounting side of things. I love to see this. You guys are amazing. I love that Jordan and 667 DPB are like creating their own little circle and conversation there. I love that, guys. You guys are awesome. That's why I love coming live, man, to see this kind of thing. Like, okay, now you guys are helping each other out. You know, that's phenomenal to me. You guys are really making me happy right now. That's crazy. People helping people help people. That's so good. So good, so good, so good. I love that. Yeah. Oof, this looks so much better now. I have like 0 little I have a few finger marks. Yeah. But not much. I did pretty good for this. I wouldn't call it a deep tissue clean, but it was pretty nice. Okay, now let me see this, because I feel like this has a little bit too much relief. Let's see, what do I see? Oh, sorry for the synth sound. Oh, my instruments are running all the time in case I need to play something. Okay, maybe I guess maybe it's just right. Of course, when I put the strings on it, you're gonna feel a little bit more of a need. Uh-oh. But right now, it's pretty flat, and that's what we want to see. Okay, we're looking good. I wish I would have had a little bit more time to polish these frets, but that would be a can of worm right now. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. Much better. Here we are. I have a very, very busy week. I really need to do all my guitars because I need them for work. But I started with this one because this one literally, I couldn't even tune it anymore. I was trying so hard to make my metal video, but my high gain tone video with this guitar, but it just wouldn't stay in tune. It's just, you know when the strings are just like not working anymore. This looks pretty good. Scratchy frets, but that'll have to do for now. Those frets are huge, yes sir. These frets are huge. Sometimes I like them. If you get used to them, they might be amazing because you really like very lightly press in the fretboard and it just sounds good. Me, I mean, I'm a novice guitar player, so of course I still press a little too hard. And with this guitar, I'm really more likely to like bend a chord out of tune that I would be, for example, in my Ultra. That's a good thing about the Ultra. I've noticed, like, we hear all these things on the internet about like 12 frets and stuff, and I like 12 frets. But for example, there's a sweet spot depending on the kind of player that you are. Not everybody is gonna play better with big frets. I mean, maybe once they get used to them and stuff, yeah. But sometimes smaller frets mean that you can be a little bit more sloppy, or that not sloppy, but that you can press a little bit harder than or you can have a little bit more like space to press wrongfully, let's say, if you want to call it that. With these frets, if you press wrongly, you're done. That chord is gonna go out of tune in 30 milliseconds flat. I like the Ultra frets. Yeah, the Ultra frets, and I feel are my favorite. That size works really well, or the PRS sort of medium jumbos they use. I think that's a pretty great size. I like to fret. Wow, I can't believe how dirty this guitar is. Incredible. I'm tempted to use a little bit of that liquid just to like boom, 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 give it a proper shine, but nah. I'm gonna sing like that lady. Ain't nobody got time for that. Thicker strings help me. Yeah, some strings do not detune when you pick too emotional. Sometimes I love that. Emotional. That's what it is, right? Sometimes you're more emotional. Yeah, I do that. For example, if I'm playing like a super hot riff, like metal or whatever, I hit this, I pound the guitar. I fret really hard and I pick extremely hard. See, and yeah, you're right, 100%. Thicker strings work. When I used to have my 7-string, I've had a few 7 strings, but the latest couple ones I had them with 11s, and yeah, that was like so much string stability. The tuning was like almost perfect all the time. I'm at 10 to 52 on each standard. Yeah, me too. And you went down from 10 to 9s. I like 9s. I have 9s on my telly. Because I like the way a telly sounds with 9s. And I love bending with that guitar. It makes me feel good, you know? But I'm still a young buck on the 10s. I think like I eventually probably will change to 9s and just change my whole rig so 9s sound really good. But right now that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the 10s to 52s. I mean 62s because it's that 7-string set, like I said in the beginning. But that's what I'm doing today. Okay, here we go. And I only do 10 to 52s on my guitars that have humbuckers or that are low scale. Like for example, 10 to 52s in my case for this Charvel and for my Les Paul and my PRS. My Strats are all 10 to 49s. The green one, the green pack. I'm trying to like, I think I might be switching from the Paradigms to the Cobalts at some point soon. Because if I can give you a tip right now that I'm putting this, even though I have like the locking, I'm still pulling the string back a little bit. Just in case I ever need to do any adjustment, I can still do it before I cut that string. Okay, and this is it. I'm playing coded ones. Kind of between 10s. Yeah. It's like the Elixir Nano Web. Oh yeah, I've heard a lot about those. People love them. I feel like I would be one of those that love them. I remember one of my favorite experiences with playing guitar has been playing the and always lube your nuts. Remember, nut sauce. Can you focus, thingy? Or no, whatever. Not sauce. Yeah, well, I agree. Yeah, the nano web makes sense. I used to try. My favorite guitar strings I've ever had are the chromes. I love those chromes. The round. Okay, there we have one. Interesting with leaving Slack. Honestly, like I was saying, there's nothing technical about leaving the Slack. It's just because I've noticed that sometimes, especially using these kind of like strings, like the paradigms that last so long. Let's say I would have to. I have my pickup, my everything right and whatever. But then one day I want to do something. Like I want to switch these pickups to something, or I want to do whatever, anything that I want to do. For example, like what I want to do in my PRS, I just want to take the pickup off and put that little piece of like spongy, this little thing in the bottom. If I leave the slack on a locking tuner, I can take it off easily and put it back on easily. But if I put it all the way tense, like I used to, and I need to do the same thing, I need a brand new set of strings instantly because I will not be able to put them back on. So it's not a technical reason, it's just that it's easier for me in life. Just leaving a little bit of slack so that if I need to do some work later, I don't have to go and spend $15 again. Just in the strings alone. Like I wish, that's why I haven't done my PRS. I would have done it instantly, but I was just like, I'm not gonna waste this brand new set of strings that I just paid $15 for, just because I want to put this piece. Yeah, there's something nice here. Also, take a look to the 10 to 48 Dunlop heavy core strings, similar to 10 to 52. Oh, lower action, that makes sense. I always like to measure my everything under the string. A little bit of slack, boom. Tighten it. Here we go. Yeah, I used to tighten them all the way down, and it wasn't until a couple of times that I was like trying to do stuff, and I was just like, oh, wish I could save this. I wish more, yeah, right? I wish more guitars would have the pickup mounted from the back so one could leave the strings on. Yeah. Like that one that Phil McKnight has, that is just like a thing that he just pulls in and out from the back. That'd be so good. Love Phil McKnight. One of my favorite YouTubers. Even though he's not like a great YouTuber, he's not great at YouTubing. He's great at guitar tech. So I really like that guy for that. And then I buy them always in a 3-pack with one free included. They do these offers 3 times in a year. Yeah. I found some offers on the Paradigms, but they're like so hit and miss. And then there was like this whole big thing about them being counterfeit. Everybody was like, oh no, you find these like cheap Ernie strings, they're counterfeit. And I started wondering, Philip McKnight is incredible, humble guy. Yes, he is. He's a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. At least like a realistic guy. He's never said anything that, he's very smart guy. Very smart guy. He knows how to manage everything very well. He's very polite, very politically correct all the time. Hardly ever says like something that's gonna stir any pot at all. Yet he's like super truthful. That's why he always picks up his little like measurement things and stuff. He's great. I love Philip McKnight, man. Of course, it would be nice. It would be nice to like see him with like a great show. Like having like a nice crew with him. Make him look like a great YouTuber, but he doesn't need it. He's great. He's doing great. He is great. We always try to impose our wants into somebody else, right? Oh, I wish somebody was like blah blah blah. Whatever. He's doing great. He's got I don't know, 500,000 followers. Whatever. He's doing great. He's doing his job. He loves it. Great. Love him. Really love your style. Oh, thank you, man. You're so nice for saying that. I appreciate you. I work on that every day of my life. Trying to be a nice person. It's hard sometimes. And this YouTube, you should see there's some of the comments I get sometimes, even being nice and everything, I'm like, wow, these people are crazy. Glad to finally catch you in the live stream. Dude, I appreciate you, my friend. I'm going to switch cameras so I can say I appreciate you so much, my friend, staying up late just to hang out with me. Yeah, usually I feel like the time that I go live, if I ever do, it's very easy for me because my kids are sleeping, but they're about to wake up, which reminds me that I need to hurry up. But I appreciate you for being here, my friend. I'm going to try to be live more often. I definitely have a very, very tight schedule in the next few months. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have to be merging like my work with live streams. So I'm hoping to try, I got to do like so many beats in the next few months. And I feel like when I'm making them, it's going to be a good time to be doing live streams because until they get cut is that when they get copyrighted, so I can use them. So I'm going to be doing more music live on stream. Hopefully people care about that. I mean, I'm still going to keep doing like the same kind of videos and stuff, but I need to do a little bit more music production because that's my work. And right now, so far, I feel like when I'm doing YouTube, I'm not working, and when I'm working, I'm not doing YouTube, and that kind of feels like it's pulling my strings in different directions, if you get my gist. But I will try to do more live streams. My friend Dwarfton says my channel will grow also, no worries. And thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. And I just know that what I'm doing is nice for a lot of people. So when I feel like I have some sort of service, when I feel like I'm providing people with something I value and that I know that I would have value in different moments of my life, I'm gonna keep doing it. When I feel like I cannot bring you any value at all, I'm just gonna step out and go home. But for now, I think I found, for me personally, a space to grow with YouTube. It's helping me so many ways, like how to react to people's critiquing my work, or in a public environment, and like a lot of people that may, in my opinion, not be right, they say things so outrageous, right? Because I notice like when they know the least they know, the bigger the mouth, right? About a particular subject. And they just say something because they heard something, and that makes them feel like they sound smart when they say it in the comment. But if you know enough of the subject, that's why they're doing it. Anyway, but it's helped me like deal with all these things in a more calm way. Because I used to be, I'm very fiery personality. Like in real world, nobody really messes up with me too much because they know that I am not somebody like mess with, to be honest. But even though they know that I'm a nice person, they know that I'm never gonna do anything bad or whatever. But nobody will give me some kind of jokes, for example, or nobody would disrespect me in my face. Nobody does it. Nobody has done it, like since maybe like high school. And of course, you know how we fix things in high school. But whatever. Um, so all I was saying, like, it's helping me so much. I am learning. I am growing. It's keeping me informed. I've learned so much guitar stuff because before the channel, I didn't care about guitar too much. And so as long as he's doing that, I'm gonna be here, and I hope it grows because, of course, it would be nice to make a little bit of bag with it. Your channel will grow. Just keep the positive energies. Yes, my friend, I will. The Jordan says, "Do you have a Spotify list?" I do not have a Spotify list of the work that I've done, but I do have a iTunes or whatever, Apple Music. That if you go to my Instagram, it's right there. I'm gonna share it here. You're actually correct. I should put all my stuff. I should revamp on my YouTube channel and act like I actually care about it. I care about it, but I don't act like I do. And so I need to maybe start acting like I care about my channel and get like a nice front page and all that kind of stuff. Let you guys all know. But yeah, if you go to my website, jorgelances.com, I have reels of my work there. Several things that I've done. Not everything, but you know, like a list. I have like at least like 30 songs there that I like, that I've done in like the past 5 to 6 years. I have more stuff that I've done, but I'm not gonna post it. But I have projects in life. You can go check my music, and it's funny. You're gonna realize that it's very little guitar music, except for a couple rock records that I've done. And of course, I did a record with Robbie Krieger, which is the guitar player from The Doors. So of course, that was very guitar oriented. But I mostly do pop, like pop urban. And you'll see right now that I start doing music in the channel. It's all like 808s and melodies with like minor seconds, and you know what I mean. Just, you know what I'm trying to say. That's what I do for a living. I love music. I love pop music. It's my favorite thing to do. But also, I do a few rock records on the side. I'm doing right now one that I'm pretty proud of. I'm thankful that people like are nice enough to let me mess up their music. Finally tuning this beast. Okay, here we go. What a great guitar this is. I wish I would use it more. I feel like maybe if I changed the pickups, I would. But I feel like just because this has like the Fishman set, it might be a little harder. Because I would like to like still have split and stuff. We'll see. I might do it one day. I go crazy sometimes. And even though I'm not like good with soldering iron and stuff, I still do things like that. I'm down. The other day I took some pickups off here on the stream. I do stuff. We'll check it out. Definitely nice. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you checking that out. Let me get some reference. Bing. Oh. Guess I didn't tighten that too much or enough. If you have a guitar around close by, I always like to just hear what the strings sound like, just so I don't like overdo it, because I've done it sometimes that I just go with the tuner, beep, 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 and it turns out I tune it like way too high, and then the string breaks. Bing. Okay, my brother Jordan, time to sleep here. I'll catch you on next Monday stream. Keep it up, buddy. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you catch me here next Monday. I'll try to be here for sure. Thank you so much for being today. You're always so nice, man. I really appreciate you. It's important to have nice people around you because, you know, nobody knows when you're having a bad day, and some people are just nice to you no matter what. So that's awesome, and you're one of those people. I like that about you. Okay, let's go with the G. Bing. Bing. There we go. And then the B. B. There's that B. And now I feel comfortable to push that E all the way up. Just in case like the neck of the guitar is pushing back a little bit. Okay, now it's time to stretch these strings. And what I'm gonna do is let me actually show you. I don't like to do this down, but you can see it right here. Let me change this. So this is what I like to do. I hold like I'm, playing, and then I just pull it. Of course, don't be a savage, right? Just a little bit. Beep, 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 and get it all out of tune. Beep, 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 all out of tune. Back up to pitch. Do that again. Don't go too hard, especially on the E, because you're gonna break it, I promise. Ask me how I know. Ooh, see, now it went lower, a lot less. Just pre-stretching the strings, then it's easier to use it. If not, this stretching is gonna happen over time, and every time you pick up your guitar, it's gonna be out of tune. I like to do this 3 times, but since I'm already pressing for time, I'm gonna have to just let you go on with my life, go wake up my babies and see what's up, and then of course I have to do a lot more stuff. But my friend, I appreciate you for being here live on stream today. It's been fun. I appreciate you for being here because it actually pushes me to actually do these things that I need to do that are boring otherwise. So thank you so much for being here today. And my friend, without anything else to say, have a great day. I hope your day keeps getting better and better. And I'm out. Let's go. See you soon.